Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Gold Rush star Fred Lewis is one of the most recent cast members on the show. He debuted in season 11 and was introduced as a Special Forces medic. He played a major role for the team due to his medical skills. He was also one of the most hard-working miners during the season. Fred worked with Parker Schnabel until season 13 before deciding to leave the show. Since then, many fans have been curious about what he's up to today. Keep reading to see the latest updates from Fred. In July 2024, Fred shared a lengthy message talking about why he left the show. According to the Gold Rush star, it wasn't because of the mining. Instead, he revealed that he received a serious threat, and he wanted to protect his family as much as possible. He continued, "My family's safety is paramount, and with my background, I simply don't have a space for violence in my life anymore, so I'm separating myself from it and moving on." Regardless, Fred revealed that it will not be the end of his long book, adding that he will soon share a new chapter in his life. Fred Lewis has been in touch with the fans on social media since leaving the show. The Gold Rush star has been into guns over the past few months. Recently, he uploaded photos and clips of himself shooting rifles and pistols with his friends. He likes to participate in target shooting tournaments. It appears Fred has missed serving in the military. But aside from firearms, he has also been advocating a healthy lifestyle, sharing his workout routines. He has also been experimenting with delicious recipes and is currently practicing how to make sourdough bread. Fred previously had an interview regarding his future in mining. According to the Gold Rush star, he's a very adventurous person and likes to try out different things. He admitted that he doesn't last long in a certain hobby or job. He added that he was so interested in gold mining, but he also had many other options to make a quicker income. However, Fred admitted that he's been looking for other mining options, implying that he may still enter the gold mining world again, but not with Parker and the team. Things didn't work out between Fred Lewis and Parker Schnabel. He and his crews sought Parker's help and offered his services. Parker turned him down, and many believe it was also the turning point to Fred's decision to step away from the show. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with. Fred Lewis was never the typical miner. A former Special Forces medic turned reality TV star, Fred brought to Gold Rush a combination of military discipline, raw ambition, and an underdog spirit that viewers either admired or questioned. His crew was unseasoned. His claims were often unpredictable. And his journey through the unforgiving terrain of the mining world was anything but easy. When Fred quietly disappeared from the Gold Rush lineup after a few tough seasons, the mining community and fans alike were left wondering, what happened to Fred Lewis? The final episode, A Quiet Exit. There was no dramatic send-off. No explosive argument. No emotional farewell to fans. One season he was there, hustling his crew in the mud and gravel of Oregon or Montana. The next, gone. Rumors swirled. Some speculated he had run out of funding. Others whispered about tension behind the scenes with Discovery producers. But the truth, as it turns out, was much more nuanced, and in some ways, far more interesting. Back to the mountains, a return to roots. After leaving the cameras behind, Fred didn't return to a conventional life. Instead, he retreated deeper into the wilderness, this time not for gold, but for peace. He settled in a remote part of Idaho's Bitterroot Mountains, where he purchased a modest plot of land with a hand-built cabin overlooking a snow-fed stream. Locals would occasionally spot him at the general store in Salmon, Idaho, dressed in his usual tactical jacket and trucker hat, buying supplies or chatting with old-timers about the weather and the elk migration. But he kept a low profile. No camera crews. No fanfare. He came in here one morning, real quiet, said Jeanette Morris, a longtime clerk at the Salmon Trading Post. Bought a dozen cans of coffee, 2 boxes of .308 shells, and a book on herbal medicine. Said he was working on a different kind of dig now. The quiet mission, healing veterans. In interviews before his departure, Fred had often spoken about the importance of mental health, especially among military veterans. His time in the military had given him more than scars, it gave him purpose. But that purpose shifted after his stint on reality TV. Unbeknownst to many, Fred began a non-profit organization called Second Strike, a wilderness-based healing retreat for combat veterans suffering from PTSD. Using his land as the base camp, Fred invited small groups of vets for week-long excursions that combined bushcraft, mining, group therapy, and physical endurance challenges. There were no sponsors, no flashy ads, and no donation drives. Just word of mouth, and a small, loyal network of former servicemen and women. The program wasn't about mining gold anymore, it was about mining the buried strength in each broken soul. He taught me how to pan for gold, sure, said one participant, a Marine named Chris Walters. But more than that, he taught me how to look my demons in the face. Fred saved my life. Off the grid, not out of sight. Though Fred left Gold Rush, he never completely abandoned mining. He still panned in the streams around his property, sometimes finding enough to supplement his income. Locals said he struck a modest vein on a nearby ridge in late 2024, though Fred never confirmed it. What he did confirm, via a rare Instagram post, was that he was still learning, still hustling, and still living life on his own terms. The post, dated February 2025, showed a grizzled Fred with a thick winter beard, crouching over a frozen stream with a gold pan in hand. The caption read, "The best treasures aren't found on TV. They're found when no one's watching." The post received over 25,000 likes, with hundreds of comments begging him to return to the show, or at least start a YouTube channel. Fred didn't respond. Why he left, the real story. Close friends say Fred became disillusioned with the reality TV format. Despite being grateful for the opportunity, he reportedly grew tired of the drama-first, mining-second style of editing. In private, he expressed frustration that the real struggles, like keeping morale up in -10 degrees weather or managing a crew of guys with zero mining experience, were either downplayed or exaggerated for entertainment. He wanted to build something real, not just entertaining. And in his words, "I didn't sign up to play a character. I signed up to mine." Discovery executives declined to comment on the matter, but crew insiders hinted that Fred's departure was amicable but final. "He's not coming back," one former crew member said. "Fred's found a different kind of gold." Where is he now? As of fall 2025, Fred is still in Idaho. He splits his time between running Second Strike, mining small placer claims in secret locations, and occasionally consulting with other veteran-run startups in the outdoor and survival space. He's written a memoir tentatively titled Gravel and Grit, scheduled for release in 2026, which reportedly details his journey from combat zones to goldfields to the remote woods of the Northwest. Early drafts, according to a publisher insider, read like a cross between a war memoir and Into the Wild. He's also partnered with a small group of independent filmmakers, many of them veterans, to document the process of starting a mining operation with nothing but hand tools, grit, and the help of fellow vets. The project, tentatively titled No Machines, Just Men, is expected to premiere at independent film festivals in 2026. Legacy beyond gold. Fred Lewis may never have found the motherlode on Gold Rush, but his story didn't end in failure, it evolved. In a world obsessed with flashy success, Fred chose substance. He walked away from fame, fortune, and frustration, and dug deeper, not into the earth, but into what it means to truly survive, and to help others do the same. To his fans, he'll always be the guy who gave it everything on camera. To his fellow veterans, he's a mentor and a lifeline. And to himself, he's finally free. As one of his old Instagram bios read, "Not all treasure is gold."